Welcome to The Seasoned Vegan. I'm Kia and I hope you're doing well. Today we're making the most scrumptious vegan lasagna, and I mean scrumptious. This is one of those dishes that tastes just as incredible as the traditional version. We're going to make a rich vegan meat sauce, a creamy tofu cashew ricotta, a homemade cashew mozzarella to top it all off, and we're even sneaking in some healthy greens, because why not? This is a fantastic make-ahead meal. It genuinely tastes so much better as it rests in the fridge, but I'll tell you more about that later. All of the ingredients are in the description below, so go ahead and grab those, and let's get straight into it. All right, we're starting with our vegan meat sauce, and the first thing we need to do is brown our meat. Today I'm using Gardein ground meat, and I absolutely love these crumbles, and I use them in so many of my recipes. They're just so good. But feel free to swap this out for whatever meat replacement you prefer. Just use what you love. Anyway, I'm browning this over medium heat for about 3 to 5 minutes, just until it's nicely cooked through and it has a little color on it. Now I'm adding 2 24-ounce jars of pasta sauce right into the browned crumbles, and I'm stirring it in really well so that everything gets beautifully combined. And I'm just going to go ahead and let this simmer over low heat for about 5 to 10 minutes. Just enough time for all the flavors to come together, and then I'm just going to go ahead and set this sauce aside. While that's doing its thing, we're going to blend up our tofu cashew ricotta. And you guys, this ricotta is so good. I'm starting with my raw cashews and blending them on their own first. I want to get them fine and crumbly before I add anything else in. This gives the ricotta a much better texture. Now I'm adding in the rest of the ricotta ingredients right into the blender. Nutritional yeast, garlic powder, dried oregano, dried basil, salt, fresh lemon juice, and our silken tofu. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend this up until it's completely creamy and smooth, just like this. All right, so at this point, go ahead and prep whatever greens you'll be sneaking into this lasagna. Just chop them up into fairly small pieces. My favorite is kale here. I love kale, but spinach works just as well. All right, so grab your 9x13 baking dish and let's layer this up. We're gonna start with about a cup of that meat sauce and spread it in an even layer right on the bottom of the dish. This keeps the lasagna from sticking and it starts building the flavor from the very base. Next, I'm laying 4 lasagna sheets right on top of that sauce. Then comes half of our tofu cashew ricotta. Spread it in another even layer on top of the sheets. And after that, I'm adding half of my chopped kale. Again, totally optional, but highly recommended. And just try and cut it into small pieces. Next is another cup of that meat sauce, followed by 4 more lasagna sheets right on top of that. Now we do the second half of the ricotta, spread evenly on top of those sheets. And then the second half of the kale. And then 4 more lasagna sheets right on top of that. And finally finish it all off with that beautiful meat sauce. That's your full lasagna, layered and ready to go. Now I'm tightly wrapping the dish in foil and I'm popping it into the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 40 minutes. And here's your cue. When the lasagna has about 20 minutes left in the oven, that's when we're going to start our cashew mozzarella. So make sure you set a timer. And if you don't want to make homemade mozzarella, no worries. Store-bought vegan mozzarella works just fine here. For the cashew mozzarella, we're starting by soaking our raw cashews in boiling water for 5 to 10 minutes, then draining them. This softens them up so that they blend down completely smooth. Once those cashews are soaked and drained, I'm adding them into the blender along with all of our other mozzarella ingredients. That's tapioca flour, salt, apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, and water. And it might seem like a lot of water to you, but just trust the process here, I promise. The tapioca flour here, by the way, is the magic ingredient. It's what gives this mozzarella that like stretchy, melty quality that we're looking for. So now just blend everything together until it's completely smooth and watery. It's gonna look very liquidy right now, and that's okay. That's exactly what we want. Just wait for the magic that's about to happen. Now pour this mixture into a small saucepan and simmer over medium-low heat, stirring constantly. And I want to emphasize constantly. This stuff thickens really fast and it'll go from liquid to thick in a flash. So don't walk away from it. Just keep stirring and then watch the magic happen. Once it thickens up into a smooth, stretchy, gooey consistency, kind of like this, remove it from the heat immediately and use it right away. It firms up as it cools, so you want to get it on the lasagna while it's still nice and pourable. And perfect timing. The lasagna is coming out of the oven now, so we're ready to go. I'm dolloping that gorgeous cashew mozzarella right on top. Then it goes back into the oven uncovered this time at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for another 20 minutes. And the mozzarella is going to get these beautiful golden spots on top, especially if you put the broiler on at the very end of your cooking process. And the whole thing is just going to look absolutely delicious. All right, it is officially done. And yes, you can absolutely eat it right now and it's going to be scrumptious. But here's my personal recommendation. Make this lasagna a day ahead or a few days ahead and let it cool completely. Then let it set in the fridge overnight. I truly believe that it's so much better the next day. The layers firm up, the flavors deepen, and every bite is just more cohesive and rich. So if you go that route, when you're ready to reheat, just top it with a bit more tomato sauce, cover it with foil, and then reheat at about 350 degrees for 20 minutes. If you're willing to practice a little patience, I think it's super worth it. All right, let's serve up a slice. Look at that. The ricotta, the meat sauce, the melty mozzarella. Oh my gosh. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. That's all I have for you today. And thank you for sticking with me through the whole process. That was a lot. I really hope you give this one a try. It is a showstopper. So let me know in the comments how it turns out for you, and I will see you next time. Take care of yourself. Bye.